we're discussing. Whew, I'm feeling it today. Santa Fe is a beautiful place. Door dashed my little brains out yesterday. Made 140 bucks. Um, had to give up about 7 o'clock. Started feeling groggy and gross and just drained out. And went back to Planet Fitness there. Went to bed probably around 10 or 11. Fully fell asleep. Woke up 4 in the morning with this throbbing headache. But gonna be okay. I took some Tylenol earlier in the middle of the night, about 4 in the morning. Seemed to help back and forth, but yeah, pain. I'm gonna eat my donut. Yeah. Decided to splurge a little bit. Dunkin' Donuts here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, makes their own donuts, so I had to try one. They have this whole little thing in the back. It kind of reminds me of Krispy Kreme. But yeah, join me for a donut discussion this morning. I know I have too much oomph in my step. I think I used it up all yesterday. So maybe the donut will help, maybe it won't. I'm going to take some more Tylenol, and hopefully that'll help, because my brain feels like it wants to fall out of my head. But I'm going to take my own medicine and remind myself that this pain has purpose, right? Outside of the pain, there's value, right? In it, it can be hard to appreciate it, without a doubt. But physical and mental, emotional. James, good morning, good sir. And it's definitely nice here in Santa Fe. I don't understand how people can be homeless anywhere. There's a lot. It seems like here there's two different classes, right? It's either crazy rich, downtown art villas and classy restaurants, or like there's a lot of homeless too. Well, I'm sure there's a lot in between, but those two are prevalent. Yeah. I'm still in Santa Fe, brother. I'm in a parking lot somewhere. I had to get some coffee in me. Didn't sleep well. I'm having a crazy headache. Just took some Tylenol. Took some last night. It didn't seem to. It helped a bit. Maybe this will stop it. How you doing this morning there, good sir? I was discussing pain and the value thereof, reminding myself that there's value in it. That can be a hard thing to swallow when you're in it. Hoping that, maybe, I don't know, the donut will help with some emotional pain, I guess. It was a bit cold last night, feeling a bit drained. But, I'm only human. I drive a gazillion miles in the last couple of weeks. And a gazillion more to go, because I had to get up and get moving. But here's the thing. It's not about the destination, right? I've accomplished a lot, and I'm going to give myself that. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, reward yourself, right? Have a donut in the morning, especially when they're fresh made. This is a really good donut, man. They know what they're doing there at that Dunkin'. But anyway, what was I saying? Something. Rewarding yourself, acknowledging the truth of the medicine that I'm seeking, is that it's not about the destination, even though that's what got me to take the leap. It's about getting up and off of that couch and getting moving. It's about expressing ourselves here. Losing is some accomplishment. Yeah, I think so too. There's something to be learned in that, David, or Dave. 2390. Yeah. And I wouldn't say a loss, right? This wouldn't be a complete loss. I mean, part of, I guess, where I'm at, I'm not going to make any hasty decisions about what the game plan is in the moment because of the pain that I'm in my head. this exhausted thing. I mean, and then I tend to beat myself up, but we're getting into the praise of it, into the solution. The reality of it is I got up and got moving, and we made it to Santa Fe from New York on $100. It's still, we might have spent our last $4 on coffee yesterday morning, but we're back up to $140. So it's pretty badass. We'll do some more door dashing today. Stick to the game plan. Have a nice cup of coffee with you guys this morning, and then we'll figure it out together, right? Now, you know what we want? It's figured out. Coffee. Coffee is, coffee and door dashing. I'm sure I'll feel a bit better once I get moving. Hopefully that Tylenol will kick in and help a bit. Reflect and give thanks that I have this vehicle. It was put into my hands. I do miss the Galactic Avenger. This is a bit more incognitus than that was. So, and it gets better gas mileage. Is that a pizza bag? Crank. It is a pizza bag, Crank. We DoorDash, brother. I got that from my good friend Terry Sullivan. We painted that house for her. If you look at With the Flow Painting, you'll see her house, blue and yellow, withtheflowpainting.com. Hell yeah. Hey, he's got no new. Hey, y'all. Hey, Scott. Hey, no new. We're discussing pain, no new. How do you push through it? How do you is it easy for you to find appreciation when you're struggling with that pain, physical, emotional, and spiritual? That's the question of the day, good sir. That's the question of the day. I am going to feel appreciative. I am appreciative for you guys out there in YouTube land, the turtle herd, for everybody who's decided to subscribe and become a member of this community we're developing. For me to be able to express myself, good, bad, or indifferent, and have this conversation that can be a struggle at times. I almost didn't. I almost just said, man, I'm in pain. But to strive against the pain, right? Little by little, we become stronger than it. Right? I think Joe Rogan say something a while back about how he's got to still kick himself in the ass to work out. Yeah, well, I'm a stubborn son of a bitch as well, so I can't see without these now. I'm going blind quick. I thought maybe if I took them off, that would help with the throb in my brain. But one foot in front of the other. Yes, you're right, Nonu. Thank you for the inspiration. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time, and be thankful for where we're at, man. I see some of these people walking around here, and I see them struggling. I see a couple people that are like in the middle of the day, wrapped in a bunch of tarps and blankets with their pile of stuff, and it's windy, and I'm assuming sleeping because, I'm realizing even here in Santa Fe, it gets bitter cold in the middle of the night. Yes, and I'm proud I'm not on the couch. It's another thing I'm reminding myself, right? I got up and got moving. I got off that fucking couch, man. I got out of that place of desperation and fear, and thank you for that reminder, Nonu. Tree Farmer, hey brother, it's so good to see you. Jesse, hey, it was snowing here in Liverpool and it stopped, just relaxing at home. Wow, well, I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad I'm here. We're reflecting on pain, Jesse, and how it does have value, right? In this moment, my brain feels like it wants to ooze out of my ears, but the good news is that here in Santa Fe, Dunkin' Donuts makes their own donuts. Look at that undercarriage right there. That's a fresh long john. So yeah, treating myself a little bit. I just took some more Tylenol. I'm gonna go raid the pharmacy if that doesn't work, and Advil or something. I don't know, man. Tylenol didn't seem to work last night. Does it go bad? It is. It's a really good one. Friday the 13th was absolutely wild. Was yesterday Friday the 13th? I play a game and sent people back to the lobby. Pass my pain to them as I giggle in my open microphone. Giggle in your open microphone. Make them call my name. I'm a bad crank. You are a bad crank. That's handling the boulder of pain, Crank. I thought we were supposed to be these pillars that were gonna live it, right? We were gonna live it together, Crank, you bastard. We were gonna set down the boulder of pain. You torturing your gamer buddies online is handing the boulder of pain. I'm calling you out, bro. Just as I expect you to call me out. I make them live it with me. Yeah, that's handing the boulder of pain, brother. Just, yeah. Anyway. Whew. This too shall pass, right? I'm glad I'm here with you guys, man. We could spend this morning together. I feel good inside. I'm sure it does feel good to hand the boulder of pain. We've discussed this a lot. I think at times you get it there, big dog. At other times you obvious other times you don't, or you do, and you just smile into the abyss as you hand the boulder of pain off. Which I still love you. No judgment, right? I mean, that instant gratification of handing the boulder of pain can be appealing. So, as long as you're not out there punching babies, you're still my boy. You want to reject some people into the lobby and watch them squirm, brother. I guess that ain't too big of a deal. You do live in your car. I do lives in my car. We're traveling in the old camper car here and stick my feet in the trunk. We've made it from New York to New Mexico. $100 in the DoorDash account to start. We got here with 4 yesterday. Bought a cup of coffee. Now we're reflecting on pain, right? Part of it might just be staring at the screen all day, the last couple days, because that's it. Like DoorDash, and you're staring at the screen. I wake up and I stare at the screen, and then I made a couple shorts, right? I was determined I was going to crank out a bunch of them last night too. That was the new thing. I was going to show some of the cool stuff that I found along the way through, the cars sticking out of the desert covered in spray paint and the cool restaurants me and James found in St. Louis and blah, 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 all these shorts I have to make. And I made 3 that were just up to day 3 of me just commenting on where I was at financially and the game plan pushing forward briefly. And, and then I just didn't have it in me anymore. But it's okay. We got to know when to give up, right? I mean, I got to get back to kind of not trying to shoot the moon. Because for some of us, it's okay. We could shoot the moon, and when we don't hit it, it's like, okay, well, I gave it a whirl. For me, sometimes it can be a very emotionally draining thing to not hit it every single time I shoot at it. By Traveling Scott, are you Travis Scott? I am not related to Travis Scott at all there, Big B. Baba Boobalabum, Mama, Baba Mama. How about that? I like that one, Baba Mama. If you don't mind, we're going to call you Baba Mama. No, I'm not related to Travis Scott. This channel started some time ago as a video journal. My brother-in-law helped me start it. My spiritual brother, Rob from Misled Utopia. Check out their tunes on YouTube. Helped me start this channel, so I could bring some people along with me that I cared for, and that's how, and then it's evolved into an open, honest place to communicate, good, bad, or indifferent. And because I understand emotional stress and, I struggle with my emotional being, I like to consider this group kind of group therapy and an advocate for mental health, for people that might be struggling, thinking about taking themselves out of this world, because I've experienced that as well. And in moments, that pain of losing somebody, can have purpose. It's overwhelming when you're in it, in moments. But anyway, that's what we're doing here, Babaluba Bam, Baba Mama. He's not. 99999 Matt Wilkins in 10 years. Walsh, Matt Walsh in 10 years, possibly. How is it going this morning? Greg Tanner. Greg, how's it going this morning? My brain feels like it's going to fall out of my head there, good sir. But we're pushing forward discussing pain and the value of it, so I can remind myself that even this fucking throbbing headache, even this drained sense of being, even the self-doubt that's creeping in about where I'm going, what I'm doing through the pain is all valuable once the pain subsides. It's hard to see that inside the pain. You know, I've been in the basement for the place for so long. Been in the basement of this place for so long. Well, you're not getting out of there with this attitude. There's 3/4 of back stuff down there. Yeah, I wouldn't go down there. Wow, we deleting the messages already. I was made. Let's give everybody one chance, right? If they try to hand us a boulder of pain, unless it's something like completely ridiculous, I would like to see what that said. But again, I do trust Crank. Maybe I got to stop. Jesse, I was made because they didn't show me movies. I wanted to watch Friday the 13th with Jason. I was mad because they didn't show me the movie. Last night or when you were a kid? Netflix has Jason movies. Tubi is free. Good call, Crank. Jesse, watch all the Jason you want. You're an adult now. I have an alien in my basement. You definitely do. And I wanted to make a short out of that. Paul, good afternoon. Scott, good to see you. Message love from Lady J and the family. Thank you, Paul. How's Lady J doing? We seen her in here a few days ago. I'm glad you're sending love from her. I hope you guys are doing well. I am struggling, man. My head feels like it's going to explode. We made it to Santa Fe. I'm not sure if that initial destination is going to be realistic. Time frame, motivation. I've already spent so much time on the road. We'll discuss a little bit more of that as we move forward. But Baba Mama, where are you going right now? Or where am I going? We're going to do some DoorDash in Baba Mama. Here in Santa Fe. The goal was New York to California on that $100. Santa Fe seems like an awesome place to experience, and we're running out of time. I have to be home by April. I have to be back to Indiana to create a marketing strategy for the exterior painting thing me and my buddy do. Rob is going to do some commercials for us. He makes amazing little commercials, and we're going to do some Facebook marketing. But I have to really crank and do some DoorDash in here, or I'm going to be in trouble. I'm doing good now. I don't feel like I'm in such trouble because I got $140. We're at 29 miles to empty. So $30 in the gas tank. I'll have 110, 104 because I bought coffee and a donut. And that is a good. I don't regret that donut at all, though. I've never seen a Dunkin' that makes donuts. But what the hell was I talking about? I don't know. I'm glad we can spend this time together, guys. I appreciate the reminder from the Turtle Herd. Baba Mama. We are going to do some DoorDash in Baba Mama. Greg, I know where you coming from. I get anxiety real bad. Well, yeah, that's part of why I'm here, brother, because the anxiety, right? The mental health issues, man. That depression that stuck me on the couch and the paralyzing fear and anxiety that wouldn't let me get up and get moving, bro. Start small. Start small, Greg. Get yourself a glass of water. Do something you didn't do yesterday, man. Whether that's get out and move and take a walk. That's enough. I mean, I tell you that's enough, but then for me, I beat the shit out of myself, right? Like, I'm here. I made it to here. That's something I didn't do yesterday, right? That's something I wasn't doing sitting on that couch. So I'm praising myself for that today, whether we make it to Cali or not. Open, honest communication here. I don't want to feel like I'm bullshitting because that's been the campaign, right? We're going to make it to California on this 100. Well, I'm going to stick around here for a couple days. And Tuesday, we've got a meeting to go to a men's group that's supposed to be, I don't know. I want to experience that. I got a little anxiety about that through my fear and feeling yesterday, but I want to experience this men's group that I was exposed to by our new buddy, Jeff, that I met checking out the art district. One of these days I'll take you down to do the art district live after 6:00. It's free to park downtown. Maybe Monday or something when it's like dead, we could do some window shopping, check out some stuff. The architecture down there is absolutely amazing. It's like a movie. It's hard to explain, these courtyards and these little villas and everything's like stucco and these 4x4, wood, and it's just amazing artwork everywhere. And maybe we could take a walk and check out some of these art sections, probably Monday, right? Because I'm taking Monday off from DoorDash, and it's the game plan. Stash, hey brother, much love, and another huge shout out from Australia. It's good to see you too, Stash. It's been fucking too long, bro. Baba Mama, I want to travel. Come to Indiana, India. You want me to come? I'll come to India. Not right now. I got some houses to paint in April, but India sounds cool. There's some traveling around India. I can barely. I was just thinking that this morning. I'm a man child, man. I got garbage bags I put up over the windows, and I block her over the thing. I put a towel over the two front seats, and then I like put stuff so that like you can still see in the front. So try to like self camp in this parking lot. That's where I've been staying in St. Louis. Is in the but there's actual people camping there. There's a camper van I've seen there the last couple of days. So my Dodge Avenger there is definitely stealth. But yeah, I'm about it, Baba Mama. Scott, we're still gonna try pole dancing. Yeah, 366 Crank. You go first, brother. Send me some videos. I want to see this. I won't share them with anybody. I promise. Good morning, 366. Any headache remedies when Tylenol doesn't work? Maybe I don't know why. I don't know. I'm hoping that it kicks in. Paul, brother, I wish you well. I have to go. I love your face, Paul. Thank you for stopping in. Bye, Paul. Greg, you absolutely right there. That's what they tell me. You start the small and make goals. Brother, I'm telling you from personal experience, Greg. It comes and goes, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer that there's nothing that's going to fix it right now that's a permanent real fix, man. So that's why I'm not in the medication, because you just got to take more and more. And I'm not telling you shouldn't take medication. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying for me that I've gone on and off it, and it's helped when I've needed at times. But I think that doing the work, man, and it's not always going to feel good. You're not always going to feel good doing the work. You're not always going to feel good taking medication. There's consequences of that too. It's a personal journey. Greg, but I can tell you if you do something, just the littlest thing different than you did yesterday, right? If you hydrate a little bit more, this is just a physical thing today, right? The headache's a physical thing, man. It's okay. It's kind of dragging me down. I might have some, I don't really drink Red Bull, but James, donated a couple of them. So I had a couple. Yeah, so if you didn't get up and move yesterday, move a little bit. If you didn't double tap that screen yesterday, double tap it today. If you didn't subscribe and become a member of the Turtle Herd, which is absolutely free, just a button away, hit that notification bell. You'll be here with us for coffee in the morning. You can help me find motivations on days like today where I'm struggling. And together we can experience. Like I said, I'll take us downtown here eventually. I know we haven't been doing much with the lives, and I got a pile of videos I want to make shorts for, but there's because we're only on day 3 of the shorts of this adventure, but there's something that's something that even that I put down the channel for months in my depression and anxiety, and that's another thing to give myself praise for. I made 3 shorts yesterday. It might be not the best ones and whatever, but I threw them together, and I'm moving. I'm here. And that's a good thing. Never go to India and eat street food. Yummer, why is street food not good for you in India? Street meat, Scott, haven't you seen what it's like there? Yummer, I don't know. I haven't seen what it's like there. 366, have you been drinking enough? Because pretty bad headaches. I've been drinking a lot of water lately in comparison to what I usually drink. I need to drink more. 7N, it's good to see you this morning. We're a little bit more mellow. I think you'll be appreciative for where we're at this morning. I won't I'm not manically up. I'm kind of pulling myself from a low place this morning, but we're finding that middle ground either way together. Baba Mama, I can totally understand your feelings. I also have social anxiety. Fear does not something that falling to losers. 24 of friends, no money, no social entity. What should I do? Well, Baba Mama, that's a lot going on. You should start small. Take it, and then when something appeals to you, lean into that. I've just always thought I wanted to see California. I've been making serious threats for a long time. I heard in passing you make $500 a day door dashing. And then that was the goal. That's that big leap. And if it's a big leap, then don't be disappointed in yourself. Because here's maybe is the lesson. I'm starting to think that this is where we're meant to be for a while before we head back. Shoot for the moon, but be prepared that you might not hit it. And then do something you didn't do yesterday, Baba Mama. Drink a little bit more water. Thank you, 366. I'm gonna drink more water today than I drank yesterday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get some Tylenol. I don't know. Does Tylenol expire? Because that is not working. Get some Advil or something and push through the next couple days of door dashing. Saturday, Sunday are real good days for door dashing. I don't really want to go down to the downtown art district and deal with all these people and stuff anyway. It was good delivering. I met maybe we'll have a couple new friends in from the deliveries I made yesterday, handed out some cards and stuff. But Baba Mama, stick around for a while and we'll chat about it. Anybody else out there got any advice for Baba Mama? No confidence and no social identity, no money. Well, the first thing is there's ways to make money. I don't know about in India, DoorDash and SparkDrive. There's any apps out there that you can do to kind of like slowly start making money? I don't know. I'm not a job guy really. Start your own small business, and don't get over with something small, man. Wash windows or something. What's needed in India? I don't know. We could discuss that more. That'll give you a piece of identity and money right there. Bam, bam. Knock two of them off the list. James 7N, it's really good to see you. Okay, I guess can't wait for summer. Oh, I'm okay. I guess I can't. I can't wait for summer either. Cold and grumbly. Yes. Tell me about it, James. Elvis, our brother, Zachariah. Top of the morning to you there, Zachariah. You got any home remedies for headaches and groggy bullshit? Because I am feeling it this morning. It could be the cold. It could be the whatever. It could be the excessive driving. It could be, could be my fluctuation of emotions. It could be a lot of things. But double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. So we're going to chat a little bit about it, right? A little bit about pain and the value thereof. Despite how it feels to be on fire, there is value in it. Those scars will tell a story that will define you. And if that's the only value, that's enough. We're talking a bit about shooting the moon. And then when we miss, being okay with it, right? But it's better maybe to shoot the moon. You're going to get real close, right? You're going to get closer aiming for the moon, shooting for that big target. You'll get farther than, but you got to be prepared, right? I got to be prepared because then I feel like I fail, right? I'm going to run 1,000,000 miles and then I run 6 and I'm like, oh, if I ever ran per se, but I ran 6, right? That's the thing. I'm going to make it to California. I made it to Santa Fe, brother. If I don't make it to California, this is enough because I was shooting for the moon. It got me up and got me moving. 366. Actually, Margarita will help. Wait. Excedrin. Migraine. All right, Tylenol does not do shit. It didn't do shit. Most gas stations have single dose. Okay, Excedrin. That's where I'm going for a few bucks. That's the next step after coffee is fucking Excedrin because that Tylenol ain't doing shit. I took some in the middle of the night and it kept feeling like, okay, here it goes. It's subsiding. And then I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up to like being stabbed in the back of the neck again. And it just made for a horrible night. It's cold here in Santa Fe. Good morning to you. What's the crank crystal? What the crank crystal? What the crank crystal? What are we talking about, 7N? What the crank crystal? James morning, something. Double tap that screen, guys. Check out Misled Utopias. Some musical medicine helps, with that emotional stuff. God, it's like when you're feeling physically bleh, like, I don't know. I hope it's just a headache now because I don't even want to finish that donut. But I gotta get moving. Here in a little bit, but we're gonna take some time. Maybe part of it's I pushed myself too far. Like I started a little bit before 10 o'clock yesterday door dashing, and by 7 o'clock I was shot. They had that Red Bull, even a couple hours before that, and that could be part of the problem. I overdosed in caffeine yesterday, but but then I'm like, oh, and I'm like beating myself up. I made it 8 hours yesterday door dashing, man, and I had to take a half-hour crank crystal. I may be blessed beyond imagination. I am blessed. Yes, we are blessed. I'm blessed just to be here with you guys. And yes, crack crystal, like a cracked crystal. Am I tripping? Deleted crank nugs. You deleted. Wait, that's not crank. That was, what are we talking about? 7N's trying to express a point here and I'm losing it somehow. Whoa, what is going on here? 7N trying to joke and I'm not getting it. Is it going over my head? Crank, please explain what's going on. Bringing it up. Was it crack? Is 7N trying to express something? Bro is majestic. Why, thank you. Say the same thing about you, good sir. Yeah, finding peace through the struggle and pain, brother, can be a majestic thing, man. But yeah, give yourself praise for where you're at, where you've been, where you're going, man. Somber day today. It was a real hell of an up day yesterday. Oh, I'm really starting to feel groggy. Let me get this donut in me because, again, man, if you're at a Dunkin' Donuts that makes donuts, look at this thing, man. That is absolutely amazing, and it's soft and gooey. They just made these today. They must have. It's got like a crunch and a softness to it. Ain't nothing like a fresh donut. Treat yourself out there, you know. I not only can't treat myself, I got to kick myself in the old tuchus just to go get some Tylenol. I know what I'll do. I'll be like, oh, I'll stop. After this, I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to go get some Motrin. I'm going to take a shower. And the goal is going to be to start door dashing by noon. I don't need to start as soon as possible. And like, I need to take care of myself and find a center. I tell you, I need to take the advice I tell you, right? I am trolling. Cool. Troll on, brother. Pick. Troll on. People seem to like that. I don't know. Your trolling gets too deep, Crank gets sensitive. He might throw you out, but I'll always just set your boulders of pain at your feet. So can you tell me one thing though, Pick? Why do you troll? Do you troll because you're not sure what to say? Do you troll because you're in pain? You're trying to hand a boulder of pain? Can you answer it logically? A lot of people that do troll people or troll the internet can't express why. It'd be a blessing to understand why you troll. Like what pushes you there, my friend? What pushes you to that place, Pick? No tired, then. I am too tired to keep on explaining everything. You shouldn't have to explain nothing, Seven. I'm sorry that we're lost. Maybe on another day when I got my brain together. Things are good. Elvis, our brother, I heard it. Did you? .40. Well, clean yourself up and keep moving, man. LOL, says Crank. Because it's funny. 00. Is that why? But why is it funny? Why is it funny to like... I mean, here's the thing. I think there's a difference, man. Joking is one thing, right? Joking. That's not trolling. Trolling is like when you come in and you start talking smack, you start trying to make people feel uncomfortable. Isn't that what trolling is? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding. Trolling is handing the boulder of pain. And why do you think it's funny? Do you think it's funny because now you think that you're bringing people to where you are? I think that's why a lot of people think that handing the boulder of pain is funny. And again, maybe I'm wrong. We'll have a real discussion here about it. I'd appreciate that. Hey, pal, Country. It's really good to see you, Country. I'm going to leave. 7N, why? We appreciate you here. I appreciate you. Rest until you feel good. No reason to push yourself. You could make it even worse tomorrow. Yeah, because it's funny. You're right, 366. Well, we're going to take it easy on this morning, and then we'll push forward to what's going on. It's a rough start today. We're talking about pain. Yeah. No, we're having a conversation. God, I don't think we've seen you in a while, Country. We are in Santa Fe, New Mexico. This whole expedition has been about taking a leap, getting off that couch. Took a bunch of small steps to get off that couch, and then shot for the moon to get to California with $100 on my DoorDash card. James has made that a lot easier with his donation to the Next Right Thing. He bought, through meeting him and his insistence and my appreciation. He bought us dinner. I got some CBD that I found at a really good price at this place in Santa Fe. Absolutely amazing price. That's another thing too. We were talking about anxiety. If you guys are struggling, I highly recommend CBD. I don't know what the price was. These are only $10 where I'm at. These are no THC. These are isolates, CBD and CBG. This one's energizing because it's got CBG 3-to-1. It'll mellow you out, give you a little bit of a boost. The CBG is great if you can find CBG and you're looking for energy, but CBD is good for me and anxiety. I haven't tried this one yet, but it's a 1-to-1, 20 and 20 milligrams CBD and CBN, which is supposed to be like, a substitution for melatonin. There's no melatonin in it, but it supposedly knocks you out. I haven't needed that. Maybe I should take that. Maybe that'll help me sleep a little bit more solid. But yeah, if you're struggling with anxiety out there, I recommend CBD. And if you're worried about cannabinoids, get the isolates, man. You don't have to have any THC. The full spectrum stuff with real low THC, I think, is more effective at times. But the isolates, if you're concerned, are great. These are third-party tested, so. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at, country. How much of it's been a while since you've been around. My brain no work, no good this morning. That really is even more funny to get triggered. It's like getting, see, double O. That's what I mean. But what about it? Let's psychologically dig into this, double O. What about that triggering somebody else? Misery loves company. You know why misery loves company? Because then you're not alone. And we're taught that if we can be miserable together, and that's fine. I can hurt you, and we can both be hurt and angry and miserable, and that's acceptable. We're not taught that you can be vulnerable and broken and lost, and that's okay. You're accepted here for that stuff, man. And most of the time, when people are handing the boulder of pain, it's because they won't evaluate why they were hurt. Who hurt you? Who hurt you to the point where you want to hurt somebody else and cause them frustration? There's a reason. There's a psychological reason behind it. You're not doing this. You're not frustrating people and thinking it's funny because you want to spread love and hope. I believe that if you're frustrating people because you think it's funny, it's because you don't know how else to feel like you're connected to any other human being, because somebody else frustrated you to alleviate their pain. Somebody else handed you their boulder, so you're handing off the boulder, and before you know it, the world's just handing these boulders around and around and around. Call that bullshit, man. Handing the boulder of pain. I got enough bullshit to deal with. People try to hurt me at this point. It's like, you know what? I don't care anymore, man. I don't want to hand the boulder of pain. I want to develop a community here of love and respect so that we can, so we don't have to hand the boulder of pain, man. You can tell us what's really wrong. Who hurt you? Who embarrassed you so that they could feel better? Now you got to embarrass somebody else to think it's funny. We address the issue. You don't have to do it anymore. And then you can go out into the world and be a kind and gentle human being and walk softly on Mother Earth. You can give appreciation a little bit easier, and you can breathe and relax a little bit deeper. I promise you, brother. I promise you. I handed that boulder of pain. I came from the abyss of darkness, man. A whole group of people, my biological family, that handed the boulder of pain round and round and round skis, man. You hurt me, I hurt you more, and we're both POSs. And then we just forget about it, right? And then the milk spills, and we fight like cats and dogs, right? And then we're both POSs, and it's okay, man. I don't want to live like that, man. I don't want to live like that. Are you Jewish? I am not Jewish, Bowling. But we appreciate you and whatever religion or standing you have, or connection with a God of your understanding. I once saw the guy grab a seagull mid-flight and swallow it whole. You're like, shit. 35. Are you still around to elaborate? Orville, Redenbacher, 8335. That is the funniest shit I've heard all day. What? Thank you. Oh God, is 1913. Oh God. Let's see. Hello from the Netherlands. What is this stream about? It's about open, honest communication. There is. Today it's about pain and reflecting on the value thereof, even if we're in it. I'm in some physical pain. I'm in some emotional pain, man. And it's about addressing these things so that we can grow past it. It's about having a good laugh. Swallowing seagulls whole, I guess. Love Santa Fe. I've never been here before, country. I got to see a little bit of your neck of the woods. I don't know where in Texas you are, but I passed through the tip there with all the cool stuff. Yeah. Bro said mid-flight. He did say mid-flight. That's the kind of trolling I'm into right there. Make us laugh, man. Come on, put some skill into it. I have my own non-CBD stuff. Yeah, I know you do. It reminds me of the Disney hotel in Paris called Disney Santa Fe Hotel. Okay, that sounds cool. They really do embody those resorts, man. So on one of my trips down to Florida, I got all this video. I got it that eventually I'll become shorts and maybe whatever I'll do some stuff with, because that was before I started the channel. But I went down to Disney World, and I got free parking at the Orange Lot at Disney, downtown Disney. and I took the shuttles to all the different resorts, like the Polynesian and the Floridian Resort and Spa, the what is it, the New Orleans Riverside or whatever. I'd spent like 2 days just kind of hopping around and just like checking out all the resorts, man. And all these resorts, the Polynesian was absolutely amazing. It was really like being in that tropical, atmosphere. And by the way, if you ever go down there and you want to take that little tidbit, park at the Orange Lot at Disney Springs, or Google free parking, because everywhere wants $30 for the day. But you get to Disney Springs, you can take the shuttle anywhere. The Floridian Resort and Spa, Port Orleans Riverside, and the Dolphin Hotel all have pools that you could just walk right into. And if you own it, you could go sway. I chilled at the Floridian Resort and Spa in this giant 18-person jacuzzi with a bunch of people that were actually there, and just like, that was really cool. Made some good friends, chatted up a couple couples that were there, and then there was like the light parade was like right on the river, so we got to sit there and like watch the light parade. It was really cool. But anyway, yeah, if you're ever down there and you want a free good time, man, I recommend checking it out. I don't believe in CBD. That's funny. 13, have you tried it? And here's the thing too, maybe it doesn't work for you. That's okay. I know people that don't believe in CBD, right? It's this thing. If you haven't tried it, maybe wrong dosage, maybe your cannabinoid, maybe you got a lot of cannabinoid receptors. That's another thing too. They fit into the cannabinoid receptors. So if your cannabis tolerance is high, then taking CBD, you're going to have to take a lot of it, because it's got to fill those receptors for you to feel it. So, and also it's not as dramatic. It's not THC. It's not like, woo, you know what I'm saying? I've had people say that sativas don't do anything for them. They don't believe that sativa is actually cannabis, because they're looking to get rocked and put into the couch, and a sativa isn't going to do that. And certain low-level THC cannabises, I've had people be like, that's not even tree. That did nothing. I'm like, well, okay. Like, it all depends on your tolerance. It depends on, whether you're willing to take the time and really evaluate your emotional state of being, because the CBD for me is like, within 30 seconds, man. You take a tincture or a gummy, it's like I feel my shoulders relax a little bit. With the CBG, which is the energizing cannabinoid, there is definitely a zip to it if you ever get CBG tincture. But you gotta, Squid Games is the place, is annoyance and the place to explain absolute everything. We'll have to watch some Squid Games then, I guess. We'll have to watch some Squid Games, 7, and I'm glad you decided to stick around. Crank and James, hell yes, helly do, dandy, 00. There is a 6 of those, but I think it is not that deep. There is a section for these, but I think generally it's not that deep. What are we talking about? I'm lost, James. I'm a little bit behind, or 00. I have autism, and I have to explain everything. Irony. Yeah, well, that's got to be a pain in the ass. Autism is something I don't understand, but we have compassion for, because a mental health thing, if you don't understand it, it's hard to get, right? You finish your pizza daily, mate, and pizza going cold. This pizza will never go cold. Not in that box. Not in the pizza we deliver. Good sir, they're big K. 00. I mean, if you take everything seriously in life, in a physical, psychological aspect, it's more harm to you than them, because you're taking too deep. It's give you way more thought. No, I appreciate that 00. I think that there's a line there, right? But also, I think there's a time and place to go deep, right? I think that people need help, man, and they don't even know it. Right? They think they're joking. They think they're not in pain. They think, I thought I was joking. Man, I thought that shit was funny. That, like, I look back at it now and I'm like, wow, I was in so much pain, man. That shit was not funny. Like, bringing people into torment, shocking people, right? And scaring them, like, in weird shit. Like, as a teenager, I jumped in front of this car, these old people, and I was like, Popo Shisho, Lord of the Unknowns, and everybody around me is laughing. It was just crazy. And these people were scared. And I was just fucking, and these people were like 80, and they were scared shitless, and it was the funniest thing ever. And I look back at it now, and I'm like, I was insane. Was I lit? Absolutely. Did I think it was the funniest shit ever? And was everybody laughing too? Yeah, it was, but even stuff like that is like, I trolled these old people that were just living their thing, man. First of all, they could have hit me. They were moving and I just didn't give a shit. And that's what I mean. I mean, I know how it is to hand the boulder of pain. Was it hilarious? You ask anybody there that experienced that moment, how funny that was. It was pretty funny in that moment, but I look back at it and I traumatized these 80-year-old couple that was just like going to the flea market and shit, like on a Sunday morning when I've been drinking all night, acting a fool, like, just saturated in my pain, just, whatever way I could hand it over. Like, it wasn't funny. Those people were scared, man. Outside of ourselves, diddly diddly do, is life or prison. Wait, what? 766 friendly. Is it life or a prison? Well, that's a real question there, friendly. Is it life or is it prison? I guess it all depends on what you make it. It's a manifest destiny kind of answer. I think you might be kind of stumbling towards. God, I'm feeling groggy. The head's still throbbing. I think the Tylenol helped a little bit, but I'm going to get some of that Excedrin. Now I'm feeling like groggy and gross. I'm going to finish this donut because even though I feel groggy, it's probably one of the best donuts I've ever had in my life. Friendly, stick around for a while. Subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. I like these kind of questions, brother. I imprison myself emotionally more often than anything else. And we're breaking those barriers today and every day. We're setting ourselves free, my friend, because you're the only one with the key and you're the only one that cares enough to do so. I guarantee you that, big dog. But it's going to take some struggling. It's going to take some striving. It's going to take some reflection. I'll tell you one thing, I feel a lot better in this moment. Be able to be connected with you fine ladies and gentlemen. And are you married? Who are we talking to? Am I married? You know I'm not married, James. Sightseeing. Yeah, we're going to do some of that. Country, keep an eye out for my lives after 6 o'clock, probably after 6 o'clock on Monday. We'll check out the art district together. We'll do some window shopping, check out the layout, park for free downtown, and there probably won't be that many people. We could do a little bit of sightseeing down there. We'll go from there. Today and tomorrow is going to be about making money and getting that DoorDashing account reestablished since I rolled in with $4. Panhandle. Yeah, is that the tip there? The Panhandle? Hey, country. Hey, do. Hey, little Jesse. Hey, Turtle Herd. Says Elvroid. We love your face. 00, triple O. Just deliver the pizza boy. Don't you worry, X700. The pizza will get delivered. We delivered a few yesterday. We don't have one in the bag for right now. Trying to get my head right. But I appreciate your concern. We're here in Santa Fe. We will be delivering some pizzas. Left with the DoorDash card with $100 on it. Believe it or not, yesterday morning we spent our last $4 on coffee. Did some DoorDashing in Columbus, did some DoorDashing in St. Louis, and then skirted my happy little ass all the way here on the rest of the money. Visited a few friends and did a few things and ripped out the back seat and left it in Indiana so I could stick my feet in the trunk and actually sleep in this thing comfortably. Oof. That was absolutely my bad, good sirs and madams. Hit the button. But yeah, we were in the Kia or the Forte shuttle as our brother nominated it a while back. When you come to visit in Bradenton, I'll take you to Disney. My dad and family work at the Polynesian. Really? Dude, that's awesome, girl. Let's check out the Polynesian in a more realistic way. Me and my mother went there. It was this whole thing when I went down there. Like doing a traveling, living minimally thing. But yeah, I'd love to go check out the Polynesian, man. That place was amazing. That place was amazing. I'd love to go to Disney World again, maybe even Universal. I'd love to do some of that stuff, man. Have someone to chill with and go with. That sounds great. I'm telling you one thing. Next year, this is the game plan, and I might be shooting the moon. But as the painting season ends and I stack up some cash, I'm going to get something that'll be a little bit more movable, an Element or a or what's the other one I'm looking for? The ProMaster Cities, the Dodge ProMaster Cities. A little bit bigger, still decent on gas mileage, so we can make money if I travel if I want, but hopefully I'll have a bunch of money stacked up so I won't really have to make money. Bradenton's the first step. A few weeks right there on the pier, hang out with you, Elvis, Zach, and then Wes, because I really like this place, but I'm not going to be able to like relax and experience it because of the tight financial and time frame that I kind of put myself on. So the Plaza, Corner Road, and Museum Hill are already cool. The Cliff Dwelling are cool too. Country, all that stuff. Make sure you mention it in a comment. So I'll remember, and I'll make like a little game plan of what stuff we need to see. I've seen some really awesome stuff. I've got some short videos of some window shopping, these art galleries, and there's a few other art galleries that I've seen that I really want to check out. But yeah, Monday night I think is going to be the goal. Our Monday night plan is going to be do a live Monday night. If you guys want to, after 6, if you guys want to come in and take a walk around Santa Fe with me and see how beautiful this place is. I'm telling you, it's like the little cul-de-sac areas where you're walking down this, there's 4x4 rustic pillars and the overhangs, and it like feels like you're walking through like an old Western town, which you are. It's 400-year-old town. And then you take a right into this little plaza, and then there's this this outside cul-de-sac inside that just reminds you of just like, some other world. It's hard to explain, but we'll see it together on Monday. I'm going to go get margarita. I can't deal with the tweaking today. Awesome, 7. Well, go get yourself a margarita. I'm going to check out here in a little bit. I appreciate you being around, reminding me to, you didn't really need the reminder to slow myself down today. The throbbing brain did that for me. Just wanted to, Jesse, just waiting for my jewelry lady. She gave me someone else's orders. So now she's going to give my order to me. Okay, swapping orders. She should try before getting my jewelry. She messed stuff up. Well, that sucks. Taking out the THC is like taking meat off the taco. Well, there are vegetarians out there, 366. And here's the reality of it, man. This is something for me that is hard to even, whatever. That is, cannabis has been this companion since I was 11 years old. And when I bought this, I even bought a small little something. And, even the sativas, and maybe you can't find the kind of cannabis that helps me either. I need a low THC, high CBD, something mellow, for me and for my ADHD. You can't find that. Even the stuff that I found was like, it had 1% CBD and 26% was the lowest THC. And it's like, that's still way too much, man. I still get all, maybe, and I haven't been in the most emotionally stable place. So maybe, and I haven't been consuming much. So even that, I took one little Zippo on the way here, and it kind of threw me off guard, man. And I'm like, I'm good until I can find something that really helps, man, until the numbers are there. Because I know that something like that helps me. I'm not looking to get rocked. I'm looking to like mellow out, man, and like settle the ADD, get a sense of novelty and get a little energy, man. And it's like, I'm not, what I'm looking for is a little bit different. And until I can find it, or maybe I'll get back into growing myself again, because that seemed like a way I could, if I harvest a little bit early, the before the THC fully matures, you don't get that, I don't want some cranked out 30% THC, man. Like, for me, I literally, despite on our knowledge and said, okay, I literally depend on our own knowledge of said medicine. What you expect is much different than what you know. I literally depends on our own knowledge of said medicine. Thank you, Tip. What you expect is much different than what you know. Elaborate a little bit there, Hertic. Tip. I think I'm grasping that, but I have a hard time when I'm a little dyslexic. Either you ask ABT, the physiology aspect, or reasoning why people troll. I recommend, okay. ChatGPT, okay, ABT. Double Zero, can you remind me in a comment? Because I will do that later on. And yeah, I would like to check that out. I'm just assuming, right, from my perspective, I'm getting caught up on comments. You guys want to stick around for a little while, just please. LOL, I was swimming with a lady that was with my mom's swimming group. Double Zero, she had her neck kick, habit to kick, like, not like around the south. She dead like two off 213, not married. You got kids, no children's, nieces and nephews I adore deeply. They're 213 thoughts 213. Face down on the water because I cannot hold my breath. It's funny, but I told her I was joking. Well, I appreciate you expressing that, Double Zero. I am from South Africa. Thoughts. Thank you. Welcome in. I hope you decide to join the turtle herd. Slow and steady. We weathered the burden together. Truth and honesty. Reflection. Today's real slow and steady, man. I was so manic yesterday getting here, and like I immediately got here. I parked downtown in the middle of the night, walked around, met a couple really awesome people, really great new friend Rob, who invited me to that meeting on Tuesday, this men's group that I'm looking forward to checking out, and saw some amazing stuff, and was just like in this other world for a minute. And then yesterday, waking up and sleeping well, I was just manic and up and ready to go, and I ran myself into the ground door dashing. I know it doesn't sound like whatever, but I've been driving a lot, and then driving 8 hours yesterday round in circles really got to me, I think, and really wore me down. And then the headache last night. Excedrin is what I'm going to get, though. Thank you, 366. Scott, hey, Darky Lowlander. What's up, Lowlander? I didn't get notifications about the lives. I know, it's funny. A lot of people aren't getting them, but we're just starting to get back into it, country. Coffee in the morning is something we're doing every day again while we travel here. While I travel, and then Monday night at 6, we're going to do a walk around Santa Fe, and I'd love to have you there to help point us out and kind of tour guide us. It sounds like you know a little bit about it. James asks, is life or prison? I wrote, are you married because of the wife or the prison? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I really thought that was an awesome question too. The life or prison one was a good one. Again, guys, I apologize. Today my brain is still a little bit off, so I'm a little slower than even usual. So I'm going to get caught up, make sure everybody's heard. As a wife, I am offended there, James. Yeah, well, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? You got the old ball and chain there. Might be a prison on your end too there, 366. I hope you can make some money in Santa Fe. I made all right money. I mean, it wasn't snow time, winter day, Syracuse DoorDash money, but I had to take a break in midday because my charger wasn't plugged in and the phone died right while I was door dashing, so I had to take a half-hour break. I got I spent $20 on this at Buc-ee's for the charger and the plug for a supercharger, and that charges relatively quick, and I'm glad I made that investment, even though it's hard for me to spend any money on myself. Something I'm facing. But yeah, we're going to make some money today. We're already up to like 110 after we filled the gas tank up and buy breakfast. So, and that's a big leap from the $4 I rolled into Santa Fe with. Cool. I am spring break this week. Awesome. I look forward, country. Where are you located in Texas? We'll be out of the realm to grab a cup of coffee with you on my way back through. There we're in San Antonio, or I can't even think. Where the cars stick out of the desert. Bam, I drove right through there. Right through the peak. It's not for you. Smoke cigarettes. Ooh, no cigarettes. No nicotine. That's another thing too. Thank you for the reminder. I quit smoking stoves. I had a few nicotine zappies this weekend or last weekend with the boys because they all freaking vape, and I impulsively took a couple wappy doodles. And then me and James had a couple smokes together. I think as a social thing, it's something out. And now, did it make the next day a little bit more tense? Yes. And I got to recognize that. I do like smoking. I think I like smoking socially. Now, those are the only 2 times I've smoked since I left, and I haven't had any cigarettes or nicotine for months. If you can handle doing it socially, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's me, poking the dragon. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, to help me file my 2025 taxes. Bebo. I'm not the one to ask for that. Will you help me, Bebo? Zoodle. I would be less of a person without her. She is the best to me. Let me play, but on a leash. Yeah, dude, and your Mrs. James seems like a sweethearted human being, and she busts her ass, and she, I think you guys got a good thing there, man. Open, honest communication and whatnot. You got a beautiful home, I hope that me and her can become friends. Yeah, maybe we could all grab dinner or something like that on my way back through. I'd really like to spend some time with your missus, as your friend, and and then hopefully reassure her. I mean, if your daughter and her husband, we're up for a meal too, that'd be great, man. I'd really appreciate that. I know how weird it's got to be for your family to, you have this young, this friend that they could probably, they don't understand why we're so close, man. I consider you a close friend, brother. I know it's weird. I don't know. I don't think it's weird, but I can see how it would be saw as weird. But anyway, keep all that stuff in mind. Same. I call my husband my handler. Yeah, I need a good handler. You need a good woman out there who could handle me and my BS. That'd be amazing. Somebody help, please. Yes, I'm thankful. Doonal 7KW, LO Tribe War Weaponizer, the Pride of Fear. Price of Fear for the Hebrew fear of God. What? After fear of God. Please elaborate. I'm kind of lost. What is your favorite food? 00. I mean, I'm a foodie. Give me a taco on a certain day. Some of these taco trucks smelled amazing. There's taco trucks fucking everywhere, man. It's like, how do you decide? I'm gonna have to talk to Rob, I think, our new buddy here, and be like, dude, what taco trucks, man? I thought that so many taco trucks, and they all look great yesterday. But pizza, fried anything with cheese on it, the normal fat kid shit. I'm trying to readjust that stuff. I like me some jerky. Yeah, food, man. I like food, brother. Country. Decent. Cadillac Ranch by, the Cadillac Ranch. Is that anywhere by where you're at, country? I live in the northern central Texas on the Texas-Oklahoma border. Country, I know it might be whatever, but we've been around, we've chatted enough. If you're up for a cup of coffee on my way through, I will definitely take a little detour to where you're at. I would definitely take a little detour to where you're at to have a cup of coffee with you and meet if you're up for it. I know it's whatever, but Courtney, I consider this is something different than you could have told me a couple of years ago. I actually made real close friends. Crank and James, Country. M Dizzle, I consider these people friends, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but Zach, and Jesse, and I mean, you get friends, man, real friends here, and I'd love to have a cup of coffee with you if that's okay, if that's comfortable. I don't want you to be whatever. If this is what's comfortable, then that's good. I'm bringing Scooter to rock the bluff. That's awesome. I'm up for it if we can swing it. Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm headed that way. I don't know, end of next week or something. Don't leave me out. Nonu, where are you at? Nonu? Are you in Texas too? Yeah, in Texas, are you? Am I tripping? You come have coffee with us, Nonu. That'd be a heck of a blessing, right? Something to look forward to. On the way back through, little stop off, little leapy, come get coffee at it. I don't know if you're a Dunkin' fan or you got a special little shop you like, but whatever feels right. I don't know, just Austin. Yeah, Austin, isn't Austin like central Texas? If you want to shoot up to the ranch there in the Panhandle and meet me on the way through, Nonu. If it was North Texas, I'd definitely take you up on that. We are talking about North Texas, or if you were in North Texas. Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. We got all the time in the world. I'm gonna stop rushing it. And yeah, but fear is what we're discussing today, right? Acceptance of fear. Thank you guys for helping me, accept that fear, accept the pain, accept the struggle, and Excedrin migraine is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna write that down or I'll forget. I've been writing all kinds of shit on here that I still forget. We'll write it right onto the board. Black hole sun, Excedrin migraine, spelled like ludicrous, but hopefully I'll remember what that means. But Excedrin migraine, first thing when I get off here, take some of that. Hopefully my stomach settles a little bit, and then to wash up. We're gonna make good money today, but I'm not gonna just jump into it. I feel gross. A good shower. I should have showered last night, but I was feeling so worn down and gross and kind of whatever. I don't want to make that worse. You're right, 366. I'll just make it worse if I don't take care of myself. But yeah, with that being said, I think we had a productive day. I'm glad that we've met some new friends. To all of our standard members of the Turtle Herd out there, thank you for allowing me to express myself on a day I feel kind of off, right? Giving me the gift that I give you, right? It's a circular thing. No expectations, right? Be whoever you are in any given moment. I say that a lot, but yet I struggle with being that and expressing myself when I'm in pain. Physical or emotional. Today's the physical more than anything, with a bit of emotional, because it's still hard to freeze back there, man. I was thinking about hitting up Walmart. I think they have a battery pack, like heater or something. I don't know, something, because it's even my face, because that even drives me nuts. I wake up, my face is cold, and I can't, so I can breathe. That's also what I need to get. I need to get some nozzle spray. I need to get some nozzle spray today so I can breathe. I've been so congested. But yeah, like I wake up because my face is cold, and I talk, and I wake up because I'm breathing in my own thing inside the bag. That's why I kind of missed the Galactic Adventure. I had that heater, and it was awesome. Close to Dallas, Fort Worth, Microplex. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. Maybe we can find a middle ground, or... So you said Oklahoma border. I mean, is that... Oh, that could be a ways, but that's all right. That's all right. I mean, even if it's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'd be cool just to have a couple... It'd be worth the extra hours to have a cup of coffee with you. But we'll figure out exactly what that means as we move forward. Allergies. Maybe that's what it is, too. Part of it's the allergies, maybe. I feel like I've become a mouth breather. Dash now and skip the wait, it says. Well, we're not doing that. I'm taking care of myself. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for the reflection. Thank you for everybody. Country, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. For everybody, tomorrow, hopefully we'll continue this discussion. It'll be on the other side of pain. I'm gonna go out there and take care of myself. I'm gonna go back to Planet Fitness, wash my sweet little ass, and then and I'm gonna get some nozzle spray and some Excedrin migraine. I'm gonna get this stuff. I'm not just gonna make serious threats. There's a CVS right there. I'm gonna go into... Is there a Walmart? Walmart might be cheaper, you think, or should I stop being a cheap bastard? Slow and easy. Slow and steady. Nice and easy. Join the Turtle Herd, right? Slow and steady wins the race. You guys are all a true testimony of how we weather the burden together. Thank you so much for being there, every last one of you. The continuous support and love and appreciation, especially after me taking such a long break again, because I fell into that place, backing me up when I shoot the moon and feel like I'm falling short. Treating me the way that I treat you, so I can understand how valuable I am, so I can start taking my own medicine. You guys are amazing human beings, and I appreciate the Turtle Herd. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed and everybody who joins in the conversation. I appreciate everybody who just listens. I know there's some people out there just listening, and that's a beautiful thing, man. We appreciate you being here, because we discuss truthfully and honestly how we're going to push forward, through fear, anxiousness, anxiety, mental health, addiction, our want and our possible, to leave this world on our own record. Grief. These are all things that we're all human, right? And we could learn how to set down the pain and see the truth and beauty in all of it together. And that truth and beauty might be fleeting, but there is value in all of it. I believe that wholeheartedly in this moment. Here with you, Jesse, 10:05 now. That's what my car says, but it's a little bit earlier here. It's 9:05. I am just waiting, watching a movie on Lifetime Movie Network. I'm not really a Lifetime fan, but I'm glad. And Jesse, yeah, we'll get together for a cup of coffee too when I get back to New York. I'm looking forward to that. Sitting down and really having a chat with you, in person. Sounds good, Jesse. James, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the way through. That's going to be part of my goal, man. I think I might. It's weird. So I Googled directions to St. Louis, and my phone said 1 day, 2 hours, right? 26 hours. But if I go back through Oklahoma and hit Oklahoma City and then go up, it's 10 hours here to Oklahoma City, right? And then it's 11 hours to Indiana. So it's 3 hours minus that. It's like 7-8 hours to St. Louis. So I think the GPS just says it's trying to find the most direct route, but maybe because you can go so much faster through the bottom part, because it's like 70 and 75 a lot. Maybe that's the reason it's so much quicker to go. But we're going through Oklahoma anyway because I want to stop and see. I want to stop at Ken. It's good to see you, Ken. SB, hey man, thought on D's. On D's? Is that thoughts on D's? Keep them tucked, keep them warm, and may they forever wobble to and fro. That's my thoughts on D's. Oh God, you're SP. You're something. Hope you decided to join the turtle herd, man. I love the comments, man. Walmart is way cheaper. Yeah, so maybe Walmart first then. I'm a cheap bastard, man. We are on a budget here. I did make 140 yesterday, but we're gonna have to put gas in, and then we're gonna be at like 100. We'll have 2 days worth of DoorDash. And I mean, 75 miles yesterday is about $15. Probably even less than that. Probably like $6 or $7 because it's like I get like 35 to city in this. So that's pretty good. SP, any thoughts on D's? We did that one. I liked it. Thank you, D's. Ken, morning, top of the morning. SP, hey man, do you play Sea of Thieves? I don't play Sea of Thieves, but maybe I can get into it when I get back. We got a lot going on. Stick around, SP. Subscribe. Become a member of the Turtle Herd. Tell me all about it. Do you understand anything about struggle, pain, regret? I mean, you're human, right? We work on these things here together as I travel, and we got a lot of fun shorts coming up. Most of it's in the shorts. There's some enlightening stuff in my long forms. There's Ruby Falls. I mean, I didn't really get too good at making the long forms, lives and in shorts. And the shorts I haven't gotten back into yet since my downfall, but we're pulling back up together. We're pulling it back together. So I did 3 yesterday. I'll do a couple more tonight, maybe. We're getting into the fun ones where we meet James, right? And we got some real cool stuff to show off. The buffalo, the tatanka, and the elk, and some killer sandwiches. There's my second alarm. I don't necessarily have to go anywhere. But if you're out there, damn, you are a nice guy. I'm sorry, bro. Don't be sorry. I thought that was funny. I thought it was what you said was funny. You can be a nice guy too. You do what you got to do. That's what we were talking about trolling earlier, man. It's okay, brother. It's okay. What we do here is do our best to diffuse that, man, and disarm it, and help our brothers and sisters set down the boulder of pain. SP. So, you want to become part of this community, man? It's just a click away. You don't? That's fine. You want to double tap that screen? That's okay. I'll tell you one thing: your thumbs won't fall off. We always thought, and if they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. Okay, anyway, I got to hit the bathroom. I got to get this stuff in me. My brain is feeling a bit better, but I am feeling groggy. At 366, anything for like grogginess? Maybe I should take some Dramamine or something if I'm feeling a bit groggy. What is the groggy medicine? What's a cookie? Good morning, James. What is a cookie? Killed me with kindness. Brother, go out there in the world and hand that around. You know, you want to really see someone's top, you know what I'm saying? When they hand you the boulder of pain, fucking smile right back at them and just tell them that you love them, man. Listen, it's going to be okay, man. And they're going to be like, what? How dare you not be a prick? Now I'm the only prick in the situation. Like, you know, and, that's how you truly win. You could sit there and argue with somebody who tries to poke you if you want. But then you're just in a sword contest with some POS out there on the side of the road. Just smile and wave, man. Smile and wave. Let them know that you feel for them. Whatever you're going through, I'm sorry, Say it with compassion in your heart. Whatever you're going through, I'm sorry. And watch their brain explode, man. And you get to live in the satisfaction that you did the next right thing. And watch that next right thing exceed your greatest expectations. This is wisdom from Hawanase. I'm not owning any of it. That's New Words wisdom. And it rings true the more you do the next right thing. I promise you that. So with that being said, what's a cookie, James? But a bunch of flour, sugar, and other bullshit mixed together in a yummy way, baked at the right temperature for the right amount of time. That's a cookie. This sweet little poop's got goggles on because he's running so fast. Look at him. Sweet little poop. He's got to wear goggles. That shit kills me. It's from the Red Bull. Don't drink more caffeine. Try to get rid of the Gorgons. Fruit juice with sugar will help, but you need to try to drink water. I got a bunch of water. We're going to drink a lot of water today, too. No, my puppies want... Oh, your puppies want cookies. Well, anyway... Again, it's time to get going. We're going to go to Walmart first, Excedrin and nozzle spa, so that I can breathe a little bit, maybe can sleep a little bit different. I'm going to hit a thrift store today, too. I need like a mat. Or even just another blanket or two to lay down, because last night was great for a while. I had to choose between being frozen and being able to like not have my arms go numb. Because if I lay the blanket down like it did, then there's enough padding where my arms don't go numb when I lay on them, because I sleep on my side. Even if I fall asleep on my back, I wake up on my side, and then my arm goes numb, whatever, when I'm laying on, because it's hard back there. And I wake up freezing, and it's like I could throw that blanket over top of me while I'm in the sleeping bag, and then it warms me up a bit more. And it's easier to keep my face warm, but then I don't have that, and I'm waking up because the thrift store for like some kind of mat situation, maybe like some lawn mats or something, like the chair mats or something, or some blankets, some cheapy blankets. So thrift store too. Let's do Goodwill maybe, or we'll Google thrift stores. And that'll give us something to do where I'm not just driving around in circles, Take a little break from all that drivey. Monday night, keep it in mind, Monday night's going to be a good one. Heated blanket might help. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe a heated blanket. I'll look into it. We don't have much, man, and I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money because I want to be able to enjoy this little city. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take some time and actually enjoy. I got some stuff to do Tuesday with that men's meeting. And the other thing too is I looked into hopefully the times don't conflict, but at 7 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, there's a Codependence Anonymous meeting, which is something, codependence is something I struggle with. If you don't understand codependence, from my understanding, it has a lot to do with putting others on pedestals, diminishing yourself, latching on to other human beings for value, in a way that isn't good for you. So I am codependent, and I'd like to learn a little bit more about what it means, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to hit that Codependence Anonymous meeting, because I actually have one here on Tuesday, but that men's meeting's on Tuesday too. So we'll figure out what all that means coming up. Today is just about getting what we need, the nozzle spa, the Excedrin. Actually, the headache's pretty gone. Would you recommend anything for nausea? 366? And I'm not going to drink any more Red Bull. I still got that other one, but maybe that was with the problem. Walmart first. Nozzle spa and the thrift store. But not, okay, so Walmart for nozzle spa, so I get it. My brain isn't really hurting, but I probably should get some. Anyway, I have to try to talk myself out of spending the $2, but I wish I had it in the middle of the night. That's how great I am at taking care of myself. But anyway, Walmart first, at least for the nozzle spa. That's like $10 for the good stuff. So I can breathe today and not be fighting it. And tonight and actually sleep. At least not due to that. Blankets or some padding. I'm going to check the thrift stores first, see if I can't cheap out on some blankets and padding. Because if not, something like that's going to cost another $20, and then we're already down to, really trying to like be minimal. I didn't even spend no money on food yesterday. I got those Slim Jims. I got the really good deal on 75% off on those natural zero sugar venison, elk, and buffalo Slim Jims. I kind of lived off those and some of the stuff that James bought, the tuna cans, the cracker stuff. And anyway, boop, this is that, bloop, 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 bloop. Dramamine. Dramamine helps nausea. I think I might get some Dramamine then. I'm going to look into that. Because I am feeling a little bit nauseous. Maybe it's because of the lack of sleep or the headache or whatever. Oh, God. I'm just feeling off today physically. But I'm going to take your advice, 366. I'm going to take it slow, right? And I'm not going to just jump into it. I'm going to clean myself up, maybe clean the car up a little bit. We're going to do some afternoon door dashing. It's funny because it's like, I'm like, I could make money right now. And like, I'm losing, every moment I'm not door dashing, I'm losing money. You're like, come on, stop, man. I gotta get my feet underneath me. You got to get your feet underneath you. Oh, that's horrible. You need more food than that. Oh, I know. I need to take better. No, I ate quite a bit. I had like 5 of these sugar-free, all-natural, organic Slim Jims. I had a bunch of those, maybe one of those little cracker things. I had some pistachios. I got a bunch of pistachios, a bunch of granola. Like, it was a bit, you know what I'm saying? It was a bit of food. It's not like I didn't eat nothing. Maybe some hot food would have been nice, but I'm not trying to spend that money. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad. I had that hot meal when I got in here the other night, and that was okay. That was sponsored by James once again. Anyway, I'm going to get going and take care of myself today. Thank you for the reflection. Thank you for the reminder, everybody out there in YouTube land. Thank you for all the new subscribers and our new friends who came in and cracked some jokes and became members of the Turtle Herd. Thank you for helping me evaluate the value of the struggle, man, because I was struggling, and boy, was I feeling emotionally broken. In that middle of the night, waking up with a headache, not being able to sleep. What am I doing? Right? Sleeping in this parking lot in this car. Well, I'm not sitting there laying on the couch doom scrolling, right? That's what I'm doing. And there's purpose in the struggle. When I get home and when I get to James's house and I sleep in that nice warm bed again, that'll be what dreams are made of. That's horrible. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to Walmart. I'll get some fruits. I don't know about veggies because I can't cook them. Well, I guess I could. I'll get some fruits. I'll get some apples or something, or bananas. I like bananas. I'll get some bananas. 366. I'll get some bananas. I will keep posted. Have a great day. Santa Fe is also something you have to be used to. Yeah. Please, country. Anybody out there who wants to say anything, who wants to remind me of anything. My brain is really shot, especially today. So please comment. And not only does that help the algorithm, help us stretch out, and the more that we could stretch out there, the more that we can find some more like-minded people to help, to get through days like I'm having today. And let's send a little prayer to Ellie. We usually see her. She's just popped into my mind because we didn't see her, and she gave thanks for being a part of this crew yesterday and expressed how much it means to her to be part of this. So let's send her a little bit of emotional love or whatever's going on with Ellie today. And for everybody else who came in and expressed themselves, for the OG Turtle Herd members, for the new ones, vitamins. Shit. You know what? I got this thing too. I keep thinking it's been sitting here. This is a Super Greens thing. Maybe I'll make one of these Super Greens up and get one of these in me. There's your fruits and vegetables. 50 organic super fruits and vegetables. This is like $30, man. I got to put that in me today too. I got to start doing that. And vitamins, yes, like a 1-a-day multis. You know what? I got to wait, though. I got to hold off on this stuff. I'll do that. I'll do the nozzle spa, and we'll go from there. The headache seems to have subsided. I'm not drinking any more Red Bull today. I'm going to sip on this coffee as we normally do. I have been taking these daily probiotics that were gifted to me. One of those. Heard that's good for you. I should get a 1-a-days men's thing. You're right. Small steps. But you're right. Thank you for the thing. I will keep posting. It does make a big difference when I actually get on the bike. I brought it with me and I haven't even been drinking it, man. The Super Greens is awesome. It tastes like, I think it tastes like sweetgrass. I like how it tastes. Just mix it with like 8 ounces of water, whip it up real good, slam her down. I'll put it right, like I'll drink a little bit of water out of the bottle, get a scoop in there and that, and then shake it out of it and slam that down. I like it. You know, it tastes natural and whatever, but yes, yeah, that's another piece of the puzzle, I think. You're right. Thank you for the reminder. I forgot I was even down there. So what did I do to myself? Thank God Creator made me pretty. to be clueless and ugly would be a curse, wouldn't it? Such a jackass. I am not that pretty anymore. If I ever was. Fucking vain ass. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Hope everybody double tapped. Hope everybody subscribed. Get out there and hype some videos today if you guys don't mind. The Turtle Herd members. It doesn't cost anything. You know, it'll say on the bottom of the thing that'll say hype. You hype it up. It'll help with the exposure. You do that to whatever videos you watch. Go back and watch some of the older shorts. Would be helpful. Do some commenting on some stuff out there in YouTube land, tasking the Turtle Herd members to do some stuff to help this community grow. I'm pushing real hard to help this community grow, man. I dropped a couple shorts. You guys help me find the motivation, man. When I look into my notifications later and there's a bunch of comments, and it's really going to motivate me to break that barrier and make some of these shorts I need to make about the adventure, because there's some good ones coming, you know, and I'm struggling, man. We could do it together, right? We do it together. So I'm not going to feel bad for asking, you know. Thank you so much, 366. 366, have you checked out the playlist, My Car, the Galactic Avenger? Have you checked out the playlist, Bun Bun? Yay, 3 door, the Shamrocks. I love them. Shanky, eggs und bakey for the Shamrocks. Lady Joe, the Songbirds here. God, there we go. We got to catch up a little bit. A few more minutes. I'm going to turn this off. So we're talking about pain today, Sally. And just as a brief overcap, since you're here and I want to be able to have this conversation with you because I love your face. I woke up in pain last night. I wore myself down door dashing, headache, groggy, cold. And we're just discussing pain and the value thereof. And I've found the value through the discussion today. It's been a long one. It's been an hour and a half of us reflecting together. And I think we've made some new friends. And I was just about to take off. And 366 just sent some clovers, which I think are great. 6 diamonds. I don't know what that means. I was just kind of tasking the Turtle Herd to kind of put in some effort, if they don't mind, if that's okay, because I've really been putting in effort to grow this group lately. You know, comment, you know, go back and watch some older videos, some Bun videos. Sally, if you're up for it, you want to watch some older videos and comment on them. Let me know what you think. Any comments anywhere on anything help a lot. Hyping videos is something that's new, that doesn't cost anything. You just hit it'll show up and you can hit hype. I'm not sure, you know, it'll be on the bottom of half of the screen or whatever. Sometimes I think it's just longer forms. Maybe hype coffee talk would be great, because I really want that to grow. I'm really proud of that, and I got another one coming. But yeah, we're talking about the lessons in the pain, man. About right now how much I feel that, and my head isn't going to explode right now. It's kind of subsided, how appreciative I am of that. I feel a little groggy and achy, but I know that once that passes, I'll feel even more appreciative. And I know I did it to myself. I drank a Red Bull yesterday. I've been driving for days. I drove around in circles making money, but we did make good money, Sally. Lady Songbird, dear, feel better. Yeah, we love your face, Lady Songbird. I think it's you money, but honestly, I don't know. Yeah, the diamonds, I think, give you like... It's like change, right? It's like spare. It's like a little bit, and everybody gets free diamonds too. Like if it pops up those whatever, like you could buy more, but like even you could send those little gifts, right? Those little emojis for free the first time. So, yeah, and it does help. That's like 60 cents or something like that. NYD. Oh, there he is. NY. Okay, good. Well, I was gonna take off, but this is all about chilling anyway, right? It's starting to get warm. I want to chat with you a little bit, and I've been thinking about our discussion too, and I'm glad to see you in. So I'm not going to take off right this second and why. And I'm sure that you got some stuff to talk about when it comes to what we're discussing, right? We're discussing pain, specifically the value thereof. You know, when the pain stops, most likely is when we're going to be able to evaluate that the value in it, really, because you know when you're on fire, no matter how much you tell yourself that the scars will help define you, it's hard to find the value in that. But yeah, any kind of quotes on how we push through the pain, or how we find value in the pain while we're in pain, or or do you I know you're a bodybuilder, right? So like, and you like, do you do the same thing that Joe Rogan does? He admitted, I seen one of these videos a while back where he was like, every time he works out, he's got to kick himself in his own ass. And I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to do that. That's what we're doing today. We're talking about, taking care of the body a little bit more. Your thoughts maybe on super greens there, NY, what you think about something like that. It's like a vitamin supplement. I'm going to get some nozzle sprouts, some Excedrin. I'm going to set up the car a little bit to sleep a little bit more comfortably. And then I'm going to DoorDash instead of just running out there and doing it. Because once I start, I just have a hard time stopping and I run myself into the ground like I did yesterday. But I did make 140. We'll put $30 in the gas tank. We'll be, and I spent like 10 on breakfast. So we're going to be at like 100, which is better than the 0 we were at during the conversation yesterday. And the goal is to make another 100 a day. If we can, without expectation, just keep kind of slowly creeping up tomorrow and Sunday. And then Monday we can, actually experience the town a little bit and, trying to announce that after 6 o'clock Monday night, we're going to be doing a little walk around the art district. My life is 24/7 pain. I am not a bodybuilder, just a pro fighter. That's what it was. I'm sorry, brother. We try. It'll take me a while, really, and why, but I know that we talked about something like that. But you gotta, right? You gotta be in pain. So all about pain and the value thereof, right? There's value in all this pain, right? Like. And that's what we're reflecting on today, helping me understand the value in the pain, to just give up and run or to feel stupid or to whatever else, for brief moments, I admit that I felt that way. But I don't feel that way, even though last night was physically painful that, I put myself there maybe in a kind of clueless way, but it's going to be okay. Right. Because we got a game plan now. I'm going to get some of that super greens in me. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get some nozzle spa so I can actually breathe. I'm going to go to the thrift store, see if I can find some mats so I can sleep a little comfortable. A fighter, my friend, not a bodybuilder. Yes, sir, a fighter, not a bodybuilder. I'll do my best to remember that. I know that you're all into fitness, and I'm feeling kind of Swiss cheese brain today too, NY. But yeah, it's good to have you back, brother. I didn't see you yesterday, and I was kind of, things got kind of weird somehow. I don't know. I mean, MD's sister there, Miss Mum, texted me on some other thing saying that she was out. She's not dealing with it. And I'm like, what even happened? Like, I don't even know what happened. Maybe I missed some comments or something. But I'm glad that you're here, man, because I know that to make friends with somebody who is into this is going to help me motivate me to start taking care of myself. And that's what I need. I need to start taking care of me. And it's slow and steady, right? Slow and steady, but at the same time, I don't know. What kind of pro fighting do you do again? I had a buddy of mine used to do MMA stuff. I have a disease that makes all of my joints easy tear. Oh, it also causes my neck to swell. Well, I'm not sure where the value in that is. Besides, you being able to express yourself here and really help me to reflect on how lucky I am despite the pain I'm in 366. There's some value. I did want you to do. Wait. I did what you are doing. Don't neglect auto maintenance. I made it as far as Indianapolis. God reached out. Awesome. You're in Indianapolis. You're driving through Indianapolis. Maybe we could have a cup of coffee together, NY, if you don't mind. I know we're new friends, but I won't be too far from Indianapolis here in a week or so. Looking to try to make some, some more connections with the people here. Yeah. So, and I just had a light come on because one of my daytime running lights is out, and it's just the daytime running light. I'm going to ignore that for a couple more days, and maybe that'll be a Monday thing. Because it shouldn't get me pulled over and it shouldn't cause any problems. I did what I was doing. Neglected. You're right. I did get an oil change right before I left too, NY, and I do have AAA. I don't have any tools. I was just thinking that yesterday. I thought I heard a little squeal. I hope it's not the brake indicator because I don't have anything. I don't have a spare tire. I don't have a jack. I don't have a tire iron. That spot is empty, and I never thought to look at it. I bought this car off a good friend who let me use it for a couple months before we even agreed to buy it, and I just never thought to look in there. So hopefully the brakes don't go, or I'll have to be figuring out maybe there's like a pick and pull around here somewhere along the way where I can get all that stuff for dirt cheap, a junkyard. Is what I'm hoping, besides the tools, which I'll have to, whatever, but, because I definitely can't afford to have someone change the brakes. But yeah, you're right. I'm going to keep up on that. If it does squeal again, and it might not even been my brakes squealing. It could have been somebody around me's brakes squealing. My car broke down in Indiana on my way to Cali, dashing to get there. Dude, that's awesome, brother. No, it's not awesome that it broke down, but it's awesome that you're dashing to get there. Did you make it to Cali? I thought you said you did. I'm sorry. This is not like a one-on-one conversation. And it's hard for me to remember every specifics. I don't know if we talked about that. But yes, thank you for the motivation. And, did you make it out of Indiana? Did you settle there? Did you make it to Cali? All these things would be great to know. Hey, dude, it's John. How have you been? Brother, I am definitely not on Grindr, John. Welcome in, good sir. Unless someone's like got a traveling Scott profile on Grindr, that'd be pretty messed up. But welcome into the turtle herd, John. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. Subscribe, become a member, check out the channel. I lived this. Ask God, he is listening. Thank you, NY. I will. In this moment together, we can ask God. Ask God for clarity and strength and guidance in the next step that I take. Thank Creator for bringing me here in this moment with this amazing group of people that have helped me to slow down, because the game plan was going to be to get up and just push and DoorDash. That's not what I need to do today. I need to go wash my sweet little ass, get some stuff that I need, and DoorDash later on and make some, and it doesn't have to be $1 million. It doesn't have to be 100. It just has to be enough through dinner. And I need to not push myself the way I pushed myself yesterday. I do need a little bit of just time, because it's been a hell of an adventure. David, new front pads are easy. The pads on this one, David, are easy all the way around. They're all calibers and rotors, so they would be pretty easy. It's just not having the tools and whatever. And I'm overthinking it. How's it going, Scott? Hope all is well. Yes, Sam Worth. It's going all right, brother. Now it's going great, man. Now it's going great because we've discussed the issue. We're pushing forward. We got our new friend NY in. Sally's here. I was about to take off, but you know what? The signs, we gotta pay attention to how God's creation plays out before us, and that includes how our brothers and sisters come in and out of our lives, when and how. So double tap that screen if you agree, and we'll keep pushing forward, have this conversation for a little while, because I'm in no rush. I'm exactly where I need to be. And the proof that I have a game plan now to take care of myself versus just running around pushing. Last night I was like, I only made 140, and I had to take an hour break in the middle of it there because my phone died, and it's 7 hours and 140. I did make the 120, but I was calling it 8 hours. So I had to take that 8 hour that break, and it wasn't enough. And and then I'm exhausted and gross, and then I pushed myself to make those shorts, and then the way last night went so rough with the headaches and the this and the that and the cold, and but now we're here together discussing it, and there's value in all of it. I believe that without a doubt. And new front pans are pretty easy. It's just getting the jack, the tools, the BS, and let's hope it doesn't come to that. Maybe I just heard somebody else's pad squealing. That's how it's going there, 1989. How are you doing today? Mental illness is the same. We all beaten something. A lot of people cannot. So we are fighting for them too, not just ourselves. You're right, 366. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I hit a chord. For all of our brothers and sisters who haven't made it through the struggle, sometimes that can be heavy. I miss my brothers. A handful of friends that lost their life to their struggle with their addiction due to their mental health. But especially in this moment, my brothers, Rob and Steve. I'm grateful to have had them in my life. I'm grateful for the lessons that of love and compassion that they gave me. I'm grateful for exactly how it played out, despite how I would have it if I could change it. I'm grateful for the pain. Because you're right, we don't all make it, right? But we're going to make it because that's what's going to bring value to the decisions that my brothers made. You know, we're going to make it. We're going to shine that light into someone's life. We're going to give somebody the hope that they need to push forward. And honor my brothers on their journey. That's the next right thing. In this moment, it's a little overwhelming, but it doesn't mean that that I'm going to feel ashamed for it. It can be overwhelming, you know. Lost love, grief is an echo, right? An echo of something amazing in this world. And I honor my brothers by pushing forward to the best of my ability. Thank you, 366. Keep pushing forward out there in YouTube land, man. Keep tell someone you love who's struggling that you love them today. YouTube needs to start pushing your channel more. Well, 1989, Sands, here's the thing, brother. You can help YouTube push it by hyping some of my videos. The long forms aren't all that great, but you can hype those, and it doesn't cost anything. Commenting on any of the shorts, checking out the playlists, and commenting on everything possible. Lady J is commenting on everything. I'm not saying you need to do that, but you just comment on what you think on anything, and that's gonna grow this channel. You know, me getting on here and pushing, you know, or me taking the 4 months off didn't help the channel grow. You know, like, but me being here and pushing through is helping the channel, right? If you think the channel should grow, then these are the things you can do to help the channel grow, without expectations. I just saw your message, James. I'm sorry you have so much pain to do. Whoa. What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something. I'm trying to catch up here. Mental illness, diddly-doo. Diddly-doo. Just saw your message, James. I'm sorry you have so much pain to do. Yeah, James in 366, I appreciate you getting. Let me put this, dude. I didn't put all messages on, so sometimes I miss messages. Just saw your message. Know how you feel, loss, some that way too. I appreciate that. How's it going? Go right there. I'm trying to find it. Does your at times there's squid pasta? It does. At times, just saw your message and squid pasta. So do yourself a favor today and evaluate why this weird, awkward thing that you're saying is so funny to you. We talked about this earlier, but you deserve better. You deserve to realize why you're handing the boulder of pain today. You know, with compassion and love in my heart, I have no itches in this moment, but I do have this itch to implore to you that that awkwardness that you're trying to hand me most likely comes from someone trying to make you feel that way because they feel that way. And if we don't stop this boulder, it's just going to keep growing and growing from one of us to the next, right? And you can be accepted here with love and appreciation. You don't have to make me feel weird because you feel weird to feel accepted. You could just be weird. We could talk about it and you're accepted. So with that being said, our buddy there, SQ up here, Pasta, and his weirdness. Know how you feel, lost some too way. Thank you, Dave. F28. We've lost too many too soon, brother. To their addiction, to their mental health issues. I think that if you know anybody who's dealing with addiction, there's definitely, I've never met a sound mind and body addict. So I think they go hand in hand. And I think that this conversation can honor both my brothers on their journey and the other loved ones that we've had that we've lost if we're truthful about it, you know. If we can get, you know, I truly believe that if Steve at very least, Rob probably needed more if he would have went to meetings, right? If he would have got back to meetings, like he made serious threats a few weeks before he passed, you know, he could have, you know, I believe that Rob possibly, you know, with what he was, Steve as well could have, you know, dealt with, you know, could have utilized that, but I also believe that a space like this could have made it easier for both the boys, man. And I want to provide that space in honor of my brothers, in honor of your fallen brothers, man. I want to provide that space where we can open, honestly communicate. Nyko, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you, Nyko. Joint falls apart too easy. Fuses, entire spare neck goes out. Wow, that sounds rough, brother. You are helping a lot of people. Thank you for sharing openly and honestly. Thank you for appreciating that, country. I know it's kind of taboo, right? It's kind of hard sometimes, but I'm done apologizing for it, man. I'm done apologizing for it. It's exactly what it needs to be. That pain in that moment, I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it brings value to my brothers. It allows me to have compassion for people that are going through what my brothers went through, and compassion for myself. Because even after going through what I went through with my brothers, just a short time ago, before I got off that couch, I was praying to not wake up, and that's the truth, because I had no purpose. I had no connection, and I had nothing and nobody, and then the phone would ring and it would be my brother Rob, from Misled Utopia, or Randy, or Shar, and I'd feel blessed. And then, I got up and I started hydrating. I got up and I did a little bit of something different. That's the main part of this here, is that we could do that together. Too much to list. Have you ever been tested for? I'll let you guys discuss that. I can't spell it offhand. I learned to the bells. Yes, please. Boom. NY. I mean, we might have lost you on that one. I know we got a little bit off track there, NY. I hope you're still listening, brother. I hope my emotions didn't push you away. I know it can be hard for people to. It's hard for me to accept it, right? It's hard for me to, not feel weak because I feel these emotions. I don't know what to tell you. It's been ingrained in me as a man, right? And I'm weak because I feel, right? I'm not allowed to be upset or cry, right? Well, sometimes those floodgates, sometimes in this moment I can say their names and I can reflect on my brothers with this beautiful integrity and power and grace, man. But there's other times it just caught me off guard, and it was a good thing that you said that, because there are people that don't make it 366. And my brothers included, they didn't make it through their mental health issues and their addiction. And, that rings true what we're talking about today. The pain that they were in, took them out of this world, but it doesn't mean that there's still no value in that pain just because they're gone. What we're doing here has a lot to do with what they went through, and gives me the compassion and strength to be here. So if I've touched anybody's life out there, a part of that is what they went through. Sally, I hope you're still around. Hope I didn't, whatever. I love your face, Sally. Dave, thank you so much. 366, Dave. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. And again, man, if you want to do something with the channel, do something. If you want, you get out there and take that move, man. There's a lot of fun stuff to check out. Free arcades. If you dig back deep enough, there's some real cool natural waterfalls, some mental health tips, some chunky bunnies. The Galactic Avenger, which that heater would be the bee's knees. For $1 a night, I could keep this thing at 80 degrees, but I don't want to drill a hole through the back of the trunk. Yeah, you're made a big impact in my life. Thank you, 366. Be strong. Time heals. Your brothers would want that. Yeah, Dave, do me a favor and watch Coffee Talk, man. I chat a little bit about the connection and the expectations and the gift that my brother gave me when he passed, and I continue to do so. And I hear that a lot, right? I mean, they think time changes it, right? I mean, I'm not paralyzed in grief anymore, but I think there are still waves that crash, right? There's still that moment where out of nowhere, I'm not thinking about them, and then I think about them, and I just become overwhelmed for a minute. Maybe those will become fewer and farther in between if I address them, and I'll be able to live in that place of appreciation for the pain that they went through and that I went through a little bit more often. If I can express myself. So yeah, Buzz, what's up? Buzz, chilling, brother. It's good to see you in. I got to get going here in a minute because I got to use the facilities. We got to get to Walmart. I'm gonna go take care of me here soon, but I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for everybody who liked. Thank you, everybody who came in and had this conversation today and accepted me for who I am, despite what I wish I could be, right? Today is a heavy one, and that's all right. You know, we're reflecting on pain. We're going through the pain, and we found value in the pain. So if you're just stopping in and you're not sure how to do that, maybe go back and rewatch this live. And we'll really be able to, you know, whatever. And like I said, man, I'm going to make some more shorts, show you guys some more cool stuff. Just be safe, man. Yeah, brother. Here in Santa Fe, we're going to be safe. We're going to take care of ourselves there, Buzz. Check out the live if you want. I wish we were in earlier, man. There's a lot going on, a lot to talk about, but maybe get in there and skip around a little bit, watch a little bit of it. Get a little bit of a better idea what's going on. As always, you're all appreciated. You're all loved. I hope you have a good day. It's going to be a great day because we're going to make it. Hope you guys have all double tapped that screen. I hope you decided to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd, hit that notification bell. It's all free. You know, being a member of the Turtle Herd just means that you're dedicated to doing the next right thing. You're dedicated to this philosophy, whether you can live up to it fully or not, as I stumble at times. That we're going to be kind to our brothers and sisters to the best of our ability, that we're going to take that leap and get off the couch, that we're going to do something more, and we're going to get away from the snow and anguish. I'm glad that Jesse decided to let me know it was snowing in Liverpool, because it's a whole lot more of me thinking, thank God I'm thank God I'm in Santa Fe. And yes, I hope you have a great day too. Buzz 366, you guys got your homework. Get out there and tickle that algorithm. I look forward to seeing your comments here later on this evening. The more comments that are made on the more shorts and more of my videos, the more inspiration I'm going to have to make some more shorts. And believe me, I'm already on this. I've got shorts from the last trip that would have been amazing to make like months ago. But we've got some really awesome ones to make. I've got some really awesome ones to make. Catching us up to this time. We're only to day 3, and there was nothing going on with those 3 really. There's just me talking about the money situation we're in getting to Columbus. But there's a lot of fun stuff that's happened that I'd really like to get into shorts. I just got to find that motivation. And like I said, I'll find the more comments that our brothers and sisters put in there, I'm sure it will give me more motivation to do whatever. But yeah, the smarts, the this, the that, the other thing, and the self-care today. Plex, Pizza Hut, where the slices. I've been waiting on the delivery for an hour. Well, that's rough and tumble, brother. You DoorDashing in Santa Fe? I don't have my DoorDash app on. I don't know if you could specifically ask for me either. PHX. That sucks. Thank you talking to my brother. George, thank you. Talking to you, brother. They want me to start another survey of what's your favorite ice cream. Cookies and cream. That survey. We're about to get out of here. Right, George, talking to my brother right now. Thank you for being here. PH. Check out the channel, PH. Check out the playlist, My Car, the Galactic Avenger there, good sir. Buzz, I'm 600 feet underground right now in Alaska, Arkansas, digging coal. I'm on the break, but my family was in the home invasion, so don't feel bad. We won't through life without something bad happening to y'all, I guess. Buzz, brother, I'm sending love to you. Thank you. And that's exactly what we do here. You're in the right place. I hope you decided to subscribe. Thank you for doing the hard work in that coal mine, and send love to your family members on their journey. Thank you for helping us realize that there's purpose in the pain. That's the point of today, the pain, right? Check out the channel and let me know what you think on some stuff, man. I'd really appreciate that, Buzz. Your family, my brothers, my father, my stepfather, Jimbo, my cousin, and too many more to mention are waiting there for us under that shady tree. Our job is to keep sending them love and to be the amazing human being they fell in love with, until it's our time to go be with them. So with that being said, thank you so much for expressing yourself, Buzz. We do coffee every morning. And 6 o'clock Monday, after 6 o'clock on Monday, we're going to be doing a little tour of downtown Art District. Right now it's 9, almost 10 o'clock, I think. So whatever that means, wherever you're at, But yeah, sometime after 6 o'clock on Monday, we're going to be doing a little tour of the downtown art district, which is absolutely amazing. It's all good, bro. I can take out my anger on Earth, but sometimes it bites back and crushes some of us. Well, you be safe, brother. You be safe. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and work with peace in your heart, knowing that you've made an impact here today and you've helped me to digest a bit of pain. So thank you, Buzz. Buzz Turtle Man. Oh my God, you are the turtle, Buzz Turtle Man. You're in the right place. We are the turtle herd, Buzz. Slow and steady, we weathered the burden together. There's some fun, exciting traveling going on. I left New York with $100 on my DoorDash card. This, that, and the other thing. Day 15 in Santa Fe. Yesterday I had $4 and a half a tank of gas. Used that $4 for a cup of coffee yesterday. Made 140 DoorDashing. And that's what we're doing, man. We're pushing to get off that couch and away from that pain, away from that darkness that you've heard that whisper, man. You've experienced the whisper. That's a heavy one, man. That's a heavy one. But I'm glad that we can weather the burden together because it becomes lighter, right? There's not one man down in that mine, right? It's not just you down there. It takes a community to push through. And yeah, it takes a community, brother. And I appreciate you being part of this community, the Turtle Herd. Please, man, I implore you, you do what feels right, but I implore you to double tap that screen. It's free to subscribe. Put that notification bell on. We can do coffee in the mornings. Hopefully catch you again tomorrow. Scotty, rock the bluff. It's 200 of us. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's 200 of you, Buzz. Rock the bluff. Awesome. Yeah, so a little promo for our brother Rock the Bluff. I know things are a little bit on the fence, so I didn't really run my mouth too much about it. But since you're here, keep in mind Rock the Bluff. Buzz, if you guys are looking for some good tunage down there, Google Rock the Bluff, and there's 25 bands on this website that will be at the Rock the Bluff show that are absolutely all amazing, and I'm sure you've probably heard of none of them, including Misled Utopia if you're looking for some good musical medicine. Rock the Bluff, again, before we get going, because I keep putting it off, it's been a trippy one, but we're talking about pain. We're talking about the value of pain, and I wanted to give you the opportunity to reflect on that, and how the struggle makes us stronger. Headaches and slept like shit, feel achy and groggy, all that starting to leave me as I took some medicine and we're chatting here. That darkness started to creep in and I started to fall into the emotional pain, but this conversation today allowed me to alleviate that. So that's kind of where we've been at today. We've made some new friends, some new connections. And and Buzz, a coal miner, who's lost his family, has just come in and joined the Turtle Herd. Kudos to him and what he does, and sending love to his loved ones. Kudos for him expressing himself, knowing that a real man does that. A real man doesn't have to be angry and resentful and hand to boulder a pain, right? Because that's what we're taught. We're taught to bottle it all up. Well, you know what happens when you bottle it all up? It fucking explodes, man, right in somebody's face at the worst possible moment. So, just the norm, right? The norm. It's normal to let it all pile up and explode and then hurt somebody physically or emotionally, because that's what it's expected out of us. That's the mold we're breaking here. By expressing ourselves, we're breaking that. I don't got to go hurt somebody because I'm hurt. Never again will I have to resort to that as long as I continuously, indulge in the conversation we're having now. Anyway, Rock the Bluff. Anything to say before I take off, brother? It'd be nice to hear from you, but I've been making serious threats here for a minute. I hope you decide to subscribe, Dave, Buzz, all of our new friends. Country, you still doing Discord? We are. Crank is still there. Crank, I know he's I think he sent me a link. I got to change the link in the Discord. I haven't been there in a while, so I've heard shit's hit the fan because Pappy's not around to keep, some of you guys in check. Even though I suck at technology, but yes, we're still doing the Discord. I just got to get back to it. That's a way that we can communicate, outside of that. But Country, thank you. I didn't hear anything back from Rock the Bluff. Appreciate your face, Rock the Bluff. We did get a little homework, Rock the Bluff. They go back and a couple comments on how this is needed, and it's like I expressed, if you really think this is needed, you comment. Hype some of the longer form videos. There's not many, but they're all awesome. I recommend Coffee Talk. I recommend some of the jams from Misled Utopia on my long form, and give me some feedback. Every time someone comments on anything, it makes a giant difference. And if you feel like you have it in you and you find yourself with a couple extra minutes, dig back through some of those old ones, man. There's some good ones, man. There's some real cool ones, jumping off boulders and natural water slides and fatty cal zones in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm still here, Anna. Hello, my dear friend. I've missed you a long time. I know me. I tried to send you Cash App and your name not come up. The Cash App is in there, and I still have a Cash App. I use it, but the Cash App is in the thing. If you feel like sending the Cash App, so Anna, I left. Here we go, man. There we go. I really appreciate seeing you guys. I've been trying to say goodbye, but I'm not going to say goodbye. I want to catch up with you, Anna. Make sure the notification bell is hit. And know that we'll be doing coffee from now on in the coffee car. Anna, we the Cruiser, the Kia Forte Cruiser, might not be the Dodge Avenger. There's no heater. Oh, there's no heater, but we do got our back seat out to stick our feet in the trunk. It shows a different person. I'll have to look into that. Well, don't worry about that at all, Anna. I got to change the Discord link anyway. Traveling Scott, it should just show. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's in blue. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that when I get off the phone. I'll put Cash App on there and question mark it so that if you guys do want to whatever. We also do accept donations here too, Anna, towards the next rate thing. Now that doesn't come right away, and that'll be something that'll be for the next adventure because it takes like months to get any money that comes through YouTube. But that's acceptable as well. Let me write Cash App there. Check into my Cash App and see what's going on. Maybe try to send me like $1, and then I'll know if it goes through to me. And here's the thing too. I'd rather me get more money too, but sending it through YouTube is another way to tickle the algorithm to draw more people in. YouTube get their 30%, they deserve it, right? Yeah, they put us all together here. And every time it hits $100, it gets dropped into an account. I had in October, I had $100 hit, dropped into an account. I took off the ability to donate for a while, but then Rob figured that out, that it just went into this hyper wallet thing and it's figured out. So I'll get that money, and we're already at like over $50, so once we hit 100 coming to us, then it goes into that account, and then it's complicated, man. It's not that, it's like you get the $100 and then it hits, and then the 26th of the month, after you get $100, then it hits your account, and it takes up to a week after, after the 26th to actually hit the hyper wallet, and then you got to transfer it out of the hyper wallet, but it's there. There you go, Anna. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Beautiful. There we are. Like I said, that's not something I'm not striving for money. That right there is just, giving those donations like that just kind of solidifies to YouTube that this conversation is necessary. Yeah, and if you send $1 on Cash App, then we could rock the bluff. There we go. Now we're making some cash towards the next right thing. Thank you, Rock the Bluff. Everybody like the Rock the Bluff, like the donations there from Anna and Rock the Bluff. You are blessed to be. You're blessed just to be here, Anna. There's no expectations, but it's absolutely amazing that we can do this together. And Rock the Bluff, I thank you very much for being here with us. I think Rock the Bluff, I thank you very much. Anna, if you haven't checked out Google Rock the Bluff, check out their YouTube channel. I made a short about them. We're going to have Willie Nelson's granddaughter. We hit some speed bumps, but we're still 5 months away. I have faith we're going to iron those out. Yeah. Double tap those the likes there for Anna and for Rock the Bluff. Make sure Anna gets her thumbs up too on her donation, guys. That's absolutely beautiful. And I made a rule a long time ago that I am not going to leave this channel while the donation timers are up. So we're going to be hanging out for a few more minutes, and I don't mind doing so, right? Today went from acknowledging pain and finding the purpose in it to realizing that I'm putting myself in pain. The headache and the sleeping for shit. I need to go do some thrift store bouncing around and find some more blankets so I can make a mat for myself. And then I can actually sleep without waking up with my shoulders hurting. And I can still use my blanket to, to stay warm. I'm not sure what to do about the face. To be able to breathe comfortably and keep my face warm is still a complicated thing. I'd sleep with that face, that HEPA mask on if I had it. That might keep my face warm, man, because I can breathe relatively clear in that. I am getting some nozzle spray. I'm doing that. Let's see. What we got going on here? You guys are absolutely amazing. Baxter 1313. Hello there, good sir. Discussing pain. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good, brother. I'm doing great right now. It's been ups and downs, man. Life's a roller coaster. The ebb and flow. New York to California on $100, man. We made it to Santa Fe. I'm not sure, it might have been shooting the moon thinking California. That's part of it, but it also was me with a migraine and cold and the timer's clicking down. There's a lot of beautiful things going on because I'm making the move, because I'm actually getting up and getting moving. There, Baxter. Do you have notifications on? That's the one thing. I don't know why YouTube is not. And here's the thing. I think YouTube's kind of neglecting this channel now because of stuff like, I took 4 months off and I found myself in a dark place, Baxter. So for a while, no, I wasn't doing very well. But I'm taking that small steps, man. I got up and I hydrated one day. I went out and I started making sure I was eating at least once a day. I mean, that might sound stupid, but if you're not doing that, that's something better you can do today. That you didn't do yesterday, and that's what's going to add up. It's one small step towards taking care of yourself that's going to add up to a positive mindset. And are you going to get pulled back into it? Yeah, sometimes. No, I appreciate you, Baxter. I appreciate you checking on me, brother. I have no notifications I get. I am from the other states. Great seeing you. It's me from the other sites. Great seeing you. Yeah, it's great seeing you too, Anna. We got to get this Discord thing rolling. I can put notifications on there. Maybe, if I do a post on Discord, it will let everybody know who's on Discord that I'm going live. On Discord, we could talk personally if you want me to have your number, or you could put your number on to donations if you donate. We got to check out the Cash App. We'll let you know tomorrow if the Cash App works. I wouldn't recommend sending anything more than $1. If it looks weird. I just downloaded it again recently. I hope someone didn't hijack my Cash App. I mean, I've been using it to pay my car payment, and it's been going through. So, yeah. Yes, sir. I've been working on grounding myself. These feet got to touch ground, man. That's I'm going to do that, a little bit of that today too. Grounding myself. These feet got to touch ground. Miss Utopia. Get out there and ground yourself today, even if it's for 5 minutes. Let your feet touch the grass. Let your ions align. That's what we're meant to do. That's a good call. It's a good step forward. Have you got out and put your feet on Mother Earth today? That's a good start. Yesterday or the day before? I haven't. I'm wearing these chunk of rubber that disconnects me from Mother Earth. We got to realign those ions, man. That could be something that might help. That's one small step. Man, I got 5 gigs in 1 week. Baxter, what kind of work do you do again, brother? 5 gigs. Where are you located too at, good sir? Anna, yes, I am. That's awesome. Meditation's a beautiful thing. That's a real good reminder. I have to ground myself in quite some time. Hell, just to shower for the first time in months yesterday. Kudos to you, brother, because I was putting that off for a while. Man, I didn't shower for a couple weeks laying on that couch, and then the water went out. And another week, man, I went almost a month without showering myself till I bought the gym membership and went a couple times. So yeah, dude, get out there and wash that sweet little ass. I'm glad you already did. Yes, super chats coming in, brother. Tickling the algorithm, man. It's only going to get better from here. It's not expected, but it's appreciated. It's appreciated because when we hit $100, then there's $100 more towards the next right thing, because I'm going to get out there and use it. It inspires me because here's the thing, man. I have a hard time spending money, right? Because I'm living this poor life at the moment. Whether I have a ton of money or not, I have a hard time spending money. But when you guys donate to the Next Right Thing, Cash App or through YouTube, that money goes into the Next Right Thing fund, which gets me there to do the next right thing, or allows me to do the next right thing. And I'm adamant about that because I ain't spending that money on me. Yeah, I didn't get started here on the mountain for a while. Yeah, ice storms. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, blowing. It was like foots of snow and bullshit. And it's just like, you don't care. The pipes freeze and I thaw them out and they explode. And yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of that and then some, without a doubt. Um, this winter has been no joke. So I'm going to let you guys go with that. Our timers are up and I love your faces. Absolutely amazing job today, guys, turning it around. We turned it around today. But again, I implore you to get out there and fiddle with the channel a little bit. Anna and Rock the Bluff, I appreciate you diddling the algorithm a little bit by making some donations. That'll really inspire the doors to open back up. And I take full responsibility for where we're at, but we also don't need a giant crew, man. Our crew is amazing. I'd like to grow our crew, the Turtle Herd, but I don't. I do want exposure for this conversation. So, if anybody is in my brother's shoes out there or in my shoes where I was a few weeks ago, they can find a place to really openly communicate and not make that permanent solution to a temporary problem. Or even if it is a permanent problem, it gives them the strength to handle and navigate that problem. And much love and light sent your way. Thank you, Anna. It's so great to see you. It is a safe place. Anna, where are you located? I don't think we ever talked about that. And if we did, I'm just clueless. No one bullies here. Well, we do get some some people that pop in and try to play the trickster. Because they've been handed a boulder of pain, they try to hand it to us. But I think we handle it appropriately. Chicago. Well, it might give me a reason that I don't know about this trip, but if you're ever up for a cup of coffee, I don't know how you'd feel about it, Anna, but I'm trying to reach out and be connected with the people that are supporting me. And, Country is on the way, and I am really adamant about her. I want to see Tree Farmer. Hopefully I can make that happen this trip. Little swoop around, man. We can go and we can have a cup of coffee and chill, man. But I have the best of intentions, right? But no expectations is kind of where I'm at. I know that, yet you know. And I do know. I think we've talked about this before. I'm just clueless. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody who double tapped. Appreciate everybody who subscribed, became a member of the Turtle Herd. I am so full of hope right now. And the pain, the physical and emotional pain I woke up in is pretty much faded. Does that mean I'm just going to run out and be JoJo the Indian boy and just kind of DoorDash myself into the ground? No. I'm gonna do what we decided to do here. And I like the pick, though, from what I can see. And I'm going to go get myself some nozzle spray, and I'm going to thrift store some blankets or some padding so I can sleep a little bit better. I'm going to go wash that sweet little ass of mine at Planet Fitness because that's how I keep clean as I travel. And I've been putting it off for a couple of days. And yesterday I got a little sweaty. I should have done it last night, but I was feeling worn down. I wore myself down. But yeah, as I promised tonight, a couple fun shorts. I did a couple update shorts already, and some fun ones. We maybe the sandwich, the cool sandwich shop me and James found, or the brekkie we had. Definitely some buffalo and some elk coming. Estate sales. Yes. Oh, I should look into estate sales. You're right. You got that estate sale app. I could Google estate sales around here. It is, and it's Saturday. Maybe I should go and check out some estate sales and find some of this shit. Habitat for Humanity's awesome. I love Habitat. You got several thrift stores on the road in Santa Fe. I have to check those out. Yes, thrift stores are on the list, and estate sales. It's the weekend, so maybe I should, go check those out today. Even if I do like a few hours at night, it doesn't even have to be noon. First, take care of myself. Then I'm gonna look in the thrift stores, estate sales, get some nozzle spray. I don't necessarily need the Excedrin now. I'm feeling good. The Tylenol helped. Try to save that few bucks so I don't spend too much. Markets, too. Is there any flea markets, maybe? There might be some markets, probably tomorrow morning. There probably, maybe I could find a market in Santa Fe that we could check out together tomorrow morning. It's usually a Sunday morning thing. With that being said, we spent a lot of time today. You guys got your homework and I've got mine. We're going to build this community together. I'm feeling, wow, how you have helped me turn the page today, my friends. Tylenol Arthur's. I can't. I'll fall asleep on my back, wake up on my arms. So I need some kind of padding. Either way, I don't. Yeah, maybe some padding will help me stay on my back longer. I'm trying. I got the adjustable mat when I sleep in my bed at home. I've got the adjustable bed, and that tends to keep me on my back because then I'm like my head's up and my feet are up, and it kind of like cradles me. Flea market just north of Santa Fe, and I'm sure that's Sunday morning. I'll look into that tonight too. And country, if you look into it, if you got the time, and then message me on something, let me know where it is as a reminder, because I'll be later on tonight. I promise you, I'm gonna check all the messages everybody sends and I'm gonna respond to all the messages, and then I'm gonna make at least 2 shorts of some fun stuff. And then I'm gonna organize tomorrow morning. Maybe we could do coffee together at the flea market. That sounds like fun. And then I could do some door dashing after that. But right now I'm gonna take care of do some shoulder rolls. Yeah, so what happens is because it's hard, I fall asleep on my shoulder, and then my arm's numb, and I got to wake up and I got to sleep the other way, and then this arm's numb. But with the freaking blanket down, it wasn't so bad, but then I wake up freezing. Anyway, with that being said, I've been making serious stuff about getting out of here for too long. Yeah, I have some issues. We'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow morning. Flea market time. You make me excited. We got an exciting day ahead. Take care of myself, make a couple dollars, check out the flea market tomorrow. You know what else I found was a drive-in movie theater. Now that's in Albuquerque. But maybe on the way out, it's like a half hour, an hour to Albuquerque, maybe. I don't know, whatever. Maybe I can hit Albuquerque before I head out. Like my last day, I'll go to Albuquerque, that last night drive-in movie theater, because I really like drive-ins. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Well, and I appreciate being here, and I hope you have a blessed day. With that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles. I hope you decided to subscribe. I hope you're living the adventure. I hope you're finding the purpose in pain. And if you're not, if you're struggling with that purpose, go back and watch this one. I started in a lot of pain, and I'm free from that burden now through our open, honest communication. I love your faces very much. Thank you for the donations, Anna and Rock the Bluff. Go out there and check out the Rock the Bluff channel if you're looking at some good tunes. If our buddy Buzz is still down there doing his coal mining thing and you're looking for some good tunes, man, Misled Utopia, check out the Rock the Bluff website. There is so many good bands on there you can listen to right through the website. Herd, damn straight, turtle herd. I'm off like a herd of turtles. I got to hit the head. I got to go take care of myself. I love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We did great today. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm off like a herd of turtles.